We're ready to finish our long business report in Lesson 84. So I'm going to GDP. We're going to move to Lesson 84, find Report 81-58 continued, and double-click. We're going to be inserting Clipart again and inserting a table within a report. Click Next. And this time we're going to open Report 81-58C to create Report 81-58D. Now, you should already have typed, as your textbook says, on page 318, the table there, and saved it so that we can insert it later in this report. Scroll to the end where you left off the last time, hit enter twice, and we are going to type all of the information up to where your text says to insert the table on page 319. Now that that text is inserted, I'm going to move my clock up just a bit so that it is completely in the space and time section. Now we have a list in the religion and values section. These three items that are typed unformatted and look just like regular paragraphs are the three items in a bulleted list. They are multi-line list items, so they require blank lines between them, as well as before and after the list. So I'm going to select those three items, click the bullet command, and then while they're still selected, decrease the indent so that they're moved to the margin. Next, we're going to move to the indented quote, or the long paragraph. After Huntington suggests, this paragraph is a long quote. So we're going to move to the paragraph, dialog box, increase the indent to 1/2 inch on the left and the right. Notice how that is done on your ruler. You could also drag these indentation markers to accomplish the same thing. Then put your insertion point right after the period of that long quotation, and we're going to insert our last footnote of the report. Move to the References tab, click Insert Footnote, and type as indicated, being sure that you italicize the title of the book. All right, the next step after the footnote is Clipart, and we're going to be putting this one at the right margin, even with the first line of the first paragraph in the tentative seminar schedule section. Now this is to be related to travel, so we're going to insert tab, go to Clipart, type travel this time, and we can page through here to see something that is in a similar style to what we used before. I'm going to go with this as a somewhat similar style. Size, move it inside the margin so it will align with the first line of this paragraph. Change the wrap to square. Now we're ready to insert our table. So with the insertion point after the last paragraph, hit enter twice, move to the Insert tab, and insert object in the text group. Choose Text from File. You will be taken to your GDP data folder, and you should scroll down to Table 8442. And notice there may be two, and if you don't have your extensions showing, the one that with the uncapitalized T in table is the Word 2003 document, DOC, and the capital T table is the DOCX Word 2007 file. Choose that one, insert, and there is your table inserted into your document. It looks like you already have a blank line after the table, then go ahead and type your last paragraph. It should look like that. The sample documents to go on to page 7, but we're not going to worry about that yet. We're going to finish, make sure that we've applied all of our styles before we return to GDP. So let's go back up to the heading style here, tentative seminar schedule. We know that we want that to be heading style 2. Okay, we've got an extra line here that we can remove. Then go up to the paragraph heading Religion, Values, and Ethics through the period and apply heading 3 style. Okay, let's check our page breaks. It looks like this one at the top of page 6 can be removed. That still puts us on to page 7. So let's take a look at our other pages and see if we can remove any other line spacing. So if you have followed all the steps and your document goes on to page 7, don't worry about it. That's fine. And if you check over everything, then you're ready to return to GDP, save and score your work. Edit your errors to 0, and in spite of what the textbook says in the margin on page 319, your report is now finished. You will not be resuming work on it in lesson 85, but you will need to use it to complete the table of contents in lesson 85. Now, before uploading, compare your formatting to the sample that you've seen here and linked on my faculty page or in Blackboard. All of a sudden, it is now counting an error in the header for the page. It's maybe because it's gone on to page 7 and it does not expect that. However, if this is your only error, do not worry about it.